Hey, sorry I haven't really, I keep saying I haven't really been on, but I have. I make a video every couple days. But, I hate to glare. I'm not going to go into details, but a lot of stuff has happened lately, concerning, my ex, and of course medical stuff. And just, as you know, a few weeks ago, a couple weeks ago, other anniversaries that were really hard to get through. But I can't seem to like get out of this funk, this depression, whatever it is. The other day, I'm not gonna cry. The other day, a couple days ago, Sara witnessed something concerning her father that devastated her. And being that she has issues with comprehension at times, for my newer subs, she's high functioning autistic, but she witnessed something. We live in another town, so she doesn't see her dad every day, and he wasn't answering the phone when we were in town for hours, and she said, can we swing by to make sure he's okay? But and I think that what she saw is going to traumatize her somewhat. We have talked about it, and I'm not going to say what it is, but we have talked about it. But she will only skim the surface of it, and unfortunately, kids these days, special needs or not, see and hear and learn way too much about humans, sexual interaction, or different things. And no, she didn't catch her dad with another woman, so, but, anyway, she's not stupid, and she knows how life works, and a whole lot. Special needs kids, a lot of people don't give them enough credit. They are most of them are super intelligent, even those who don't speak. And of course she does. Like I said, she's very high functioning. She'll be able to have her own family, I pray someday, have her own kids and the whole bit. It's just getting her butt raised. But, okay. Anyway, so I've been in a creative funk as well. And there are people. I love creating things because I like to make people smile and let them know that someone cares about them. Because for so many years, I never had that. Anyway, and shit. And lately I have sent a few things out financially. It's hard, especially with Sarah's birthday being, I get paid once a month plus child support, which is not a lot. With her birthday being the very first next month, I can't really send many things out, but I enjoy sending things to people, even little simple things, especially unexpectedly, because I know when I get something or someone texts me And I have a handful of you guys that text me a couple times a week, and it means so much. So I know, or I'm hoping that when I send or text someone, they feel the same way. You know, it lets them know somebody cares, and when I care, I really care. And I know a lot of people are very extremely fake on here, but I have been blessed to have a group of friends who, online people, the crafting community mostly, who are truly a blessing to me. But I think I don't know, it is so hard for me to make anything. I've sent out cards to people, like thank you cards, where ordinarily I would make something in return, or whatever. I mean, I've been working a little bit. I've been making these little girls, which I absolutely adore. I'm sorry, I dropped it. But it's like I get one or two made, and it's gone. My crafting stuff is all around my room, and I love to craft. Once I started doing it, I just absolutely fell in love with it. But it's like, it's too much effort or whatever, and I'm going to apologize, because I didn't get on here, and I don't get on here to whine, but that seems like lately that's what I'm doing. I did open my account. If you read the About Me part, well, I've been on YouTube forever, but this account really is just a place to vent, and a place to just get things out. So I guess that's what I'm doing. But it's really embarrassing when I'm myself and I do this. But okay, so that's that part. And you know, my vlogs are long, so if you click on a vlog and it says long vlog, it's not a lie, and it's your fault if you get bored. As far as my doctor goes, I had an appointment with my new cardiologist in Tyler. It took me 14 years, a little over 14 years in Texas, to find a really, really, really good cardiologist. I still had to find a pulmonary doctor. I'm searching for Sara specialists. My doctor is extremely slow, but I don't have a whole lot of choices. My PCP, I mean. I'm finding people and letting him know I'm finding people, so we can get referrals sent. But anyway, Dr. Alex K in Tyler, Texas. If you're near to there and have any type of cardiology, cardiac issues, check CBC out. Cardiology or cardiovascular consultants, there we go, is the group of doctors he's with. But he is very very blunt and to the point, and does not sugarcoat anything. But he is not rude about it. He's not mean about it. He is a very sweet person. And I mean, you can just tell he cares. Like I had mentioned in a previous vlog, he gave me, for my local doctors here, because some of them assume when a person goes in several times a year with pain, doesn't matter if you've had an open heart and have a list, you know, taller than you are of your health issues or even heart issues. They still, everywhere, it's not just Texas, it's everywhere, I know. They assume you're a drug seeker. Not all the doctors, some of them are good, but a lot of them walk in and they're trying their hardest not to roll their eyes, because it's her again, you know, kind of thing. But he did write a note. Well, it had the letterhead and he signed it, it was typed. That if I'm seen in his office, in the ER, not in his office, any ER with presenting chest pain to call his office ASAP. Because I had told him, he told me to let them know, show them the card and have them call. And I'm like, they're not going to do that. You know, they're just not going to call because I say call my doctor. So that's something no doctor has ever offered. And he also confirmed, once again, I have an allergy to, well, it's not an allergy, but I have adverse reactions to the most common medication that they give heart patients when they're having chest pain, which is nitro. I have had the sublingual, I have had the spray, I have had the IV, I have had the patch, and this is years ago. And every time I have ever had nitro, it has exacerbated the symptoms of the cardiomyopathy. It has something to do with the dilation, and then with the myocardial bridge, which my doctor told me from when he did a heart cath last month that it was done, but it wasn't done well enough, which is wonderful. That's sarcasm. And I kind of freaked and said, are we going to have to do it again? Because open heart's not my favorite thing to go through. And he said, no, not now. That he would only, you know, the more they go in, anyone goes in and does anything. Even when I have to have my defibrillator pacer changed, because when the battery is down and ready to go out, they don't just open up and stick a new Duracell battery in and you're good to go. They replace the entire unit. One reason is because of the advancements of the units. The sizes are getting smaller and smaller every day, and they're lasting, the memories are lasting a lot longer. But it also depends on how much it paces you. Because I have a pacer and defibrillator. And I'm sorry, I'm snotting. But he did tell me I have about 8 years left on this battery, so I'm praying. Fingers crossed. I've got 8 more years before I get another one in. But he told me the more they go in to do anything, the greater risk of things happening. And I have a blood clotting disorder on top of that. So, sooner or later I will need my leads. I have a double lead, which most people do, going into the heart muscle, and that's from the defibrillator pacer, and that's what shocks and paces. It sends electrical impulses to straighten out your heart rhythm. They have been in there since '04. Sooner or later, they're going to need to be replaced, and that's scary because you have a way greater chance of bleeding because they are basically screwed into the heart muscle, or just enough so where the heart muscle, being your body, is continually regenerating cells and fixing itself and things. The heart muscle actually accepts it and sort of grows around it, or I don't know. It's like so there's scarring in there. So when they change those, it's a more delicate procedure. So I'm praying I've got 100 more years left with those. But anyway, but he did reconfirm that nitro, which I was told years ago, and some doctors are like, well, I don't really understand. Let's try. And I'm like, no, I'll leave. You can't try it. I was told years ago, no. And I'll tell him why. It exacerbates the pain, which means it makes it worse. And he said, my new doctor said that is absolutely true, and to absolutely never let anyone give that to me because I could die. It could kill me. And I said, what about just a little bit? I mean, like a tiny dose, which, I mean, I don't know how you can't really break a nitro. I mean, you can, but anyway, but I haven't taken a nitro pill, the sublingual, in years, and a spray is metered, and you can't give a half spray. You know what I'm saying? So, but I said, what about just a little or something? And he said, no, it can kill me. So, no, I'm not going to take that. And I got off track. I was talking about something else, and I apologize. And I really want to apologize for getting emotional. I just, it's this time of year, and is, whew, there we go again. And I'm not getting on here asking for anything like pity, especially because I did get an email months ago, my first hater, which it was kind of funny, but you know, saying I get on here and whine. And all I was doing at that time, a lot of us were doing health collabs. We were there were several of us trying to eat better. Why did that end? But anyway, and I had mentioned, well, it's a separate playlist with my health issues, just simply putting them out there. Because like I said, I started this as kind of a therapy, a diary, if you will. And this is already 15 minutes, and I'm so sorry. And I'm so sorry for slanting. But anyway, I don't get on here for sympathy. If I get on here and ask for prayer, like I did for my grandson, who, by the way, is still in the hospital, but he is doing well enough where they have moved him from an incubator all the time and to a crib, and she can have access to him anytime instead of twice a day for skin-to-skin kangaroo care, whatever they call that. It's been so many years since I've had Sara. I forgot what they call it. It used to be skin-to-skin. But anyway, so he is doing a lot better, and I thank you guys for your prayers about that. I still don't have a discharge date that I know of. I only get updates. Me and my daughter have issues with each other, unfortunately, and we're not as close as we should be. My oldest daughter I'm talking about. Anyway, so I'm going to get off here. You've been here long enough, and if you have went all the way through this, bless your heart, thank you. You're a true friend. And some of you know my secret word, because I'm just curious who does get through the whole video, which is Batman. So type Batman if you got to this point, because if you did, man, you're either really bored, desperate for the sound of my lovely voice, or you forgot it was running, the video was on, and you went to the bathroom, took a shower, came back, and it was finally over. Anyway, God bless you guys. Take care, and do something good for somebody. Okay? Thanks. Bye-bye.